Hi everyone, I'm Amy Johnson Crow, and I have a very special treat for you today. I am with Johan van Wart, who is from the Netherlands, and he is a World War II reenactor. He reenacts with the 101st Airborne.
Yep.
And I think that World War II reenacting, that's not something that's very popular here in the States. Tell me a little bit about what it's like over in Europe and World War II reenacting.
Actually, there is quite a bit of reenacting in the US as well,
Oh.
and it's growing. But in Europe, the reenactment movement really started after movies like Band of Brothers and Saving Private Ryan, and people connected and found out that they were not the only ones who thought about that. And it's all about honoring and paying respect and passing on that we owe our freedom to young guys who came over and fought for our freedom and were willing to pay with their lives.
Right.
So we educate at schools, we lay wreaths at monuments, we attend Memorial Day at the American cemeteries, and of course we have big events at all the battles that took place. Normandy in June '44, Holland September, and Bastogne in December. And if you travel to Europe around these times, you'll find hundreds of reenactors, and it's like going back to World War II.
Yeah, I had the opportunity. I was so blessed to be able to be in Normandy just a few days after the big commemoration in 2014, and I have been to literally hundreds of cemeteries. And it was and I've been to countless military cemeteries here in the United States. Going to the cemetery at Normandy, I was not prepared for that at all. You're also involved, I understand, with a program where individuals or organizations will adopt the grave of an American serviceman. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, that started in Margraten spontaneously when they started the cemetery in September '44. And the population was just so overwhelmed by the number of graves that were dug and for those troops that they started going to the graves and putting down flowers, and that resulted in an adoption scheme, which was at that time, now it's taken over by other cemeteries as well, but at that time was unique for Margraten.
Yeah.
And current day, every grave in Margraten and the names on the wall of the missing are adopted, and there's a waiting list actually. And the adoption is by private individuals, by schools, by all across society.
Oh, that is just fascinating. Do you when you adopt the grave of a serviceman, are there any connections with trying to find any of his relatives here in the state to let them know that somebody's caring for his grave?
Oh, definitely. A lot of Europeans are looking for relatives of the grave that they have adopted. I've adopted 2 graves, and in one occasion I was lucky enough to find the relatives from Athens, Ohio, and the other grave, the people are elderly, and when you call them, they think that you're trying to sell them something.
Right.
So we really would have to go and ring their doorbell and explain.
Yeah.
And sometimes families don't want to know. They've closed that chapter. It's a long time ago, and they don't want to know. We have a friend in Eindhoven who was trying to find family, and they just said that they don't want to know. So it's not always successful, but there are some great stories of people who have connected with families, and they've basically extended their family. They both have extended their family.
That is, I have goosebumps right now, literally hearing that connection. Thank you so much for helping us remember and helping us honor those who served in the war. That's just
it's our honor. Thank you.
Thank you so much.